the biggest fish and they catch more fish than men. Something about some former zones or something or other. I've been with quite a few ladies, and Lady Sotworth, she was as good a fisherman as any, Mrs. Wheeler, and one or two others I could mention, Mrs. Thompson, etc. And they say that women catch the biggest fish and they catch more fish than men. Something about some former zones or something or other. One fisherman that used to fish here, he used to fold his baits up in his wife's knickers and take them to Scotland with him when he used to go there, and he used to catch some fish. I'm quite sure he'd have done as well ordinary, but he swore eyes and limbs there was something in it. Yeah, I think there was some woman or other caught the biggest fish in Scotland many moons ago, but if whoever it is, man, woman, boy or who, if they can fish any good, and if the fish is there, they will catch the fish irrespective of whoever it is.
We came to the bottom of the little river with our bread. We caught a trout, and sure as eggs were eggs, the underkeeper came down, called us, told us we'd have to walk all the way up Mill Lane to see the head keeper, who was a certain Vic Foot, who lived in that house behind us. Seems incredible now that we did actually walk all the way up Mill Lane with our fishing rods and with our one single trout, and we got here and Vic was stood in the garden. Vic glanced at us, hairs on the back of my neck stood up, and he said, "All right boys, don't be fishing on my beat, will you? Or more importantly, don't get caught fishing on my beat. And that looks like a nice fish. Does your mum know how to cook it?" And we said, "Yes, thank you very much." And he said, "Okay then, off you go then." And he walked back in and shut the door behind us. So me and my mate, Ingy, we stood here thinking, well, have we admitted to anything? Have we said what we needed to say? Are we away? Can we go home? And with that, the door opened again. Vic stuck his head out and said, "Anything else I can help you with?" And we said, well, Ingy held up our flask and said, "Oh, could we have some water, please?" So Vic came walking over to us, took our flask, went back in. 2 minutes later, came back out, said, "You best try the drink first, because the water tastes a little bit funny down Mill Lane." And we were like, "No, thank you. It's very kind. Thank you very much." We took the flask. We wandered off down Mill Lane to go back home. When we got down by Nursery Mill, we took this flask out and we had a drink, and he put orange juice in it. And I can remember like it was yesterday thinking, my goodness, what a lovely, kind man. And I didn't see Vic for another probably 20 years when I moved into that house behind us as the keeper here. And I was stood, so this, right where I am now, is where I first met Vic Foot as a 10-year-old. And I loved him ever since.